Like about YouTube, 2T, the croaky voice, PlayStation Classic, PlayStation Mini, whatever you want to call it. Here we go, another shitty unboxing, like everyone else has done, but it's just turned up. I'm off today. Smaller than I thought. I've not done, I've not looked at any of the videos. I know it is somewhat lackluster, but let's give it a go. I didn't cancel, clearly, like most people did. I don't know. Let's say if it can manage to crack this, I think it'll be a cracking little system. No pun intended. There you go. Nicely packed from game. Half decent box. So I could say first impressions. I've not even seen the box in the shop. There's a bit of weight to that. That's a lot weightier than I thought I was expecting. A nice sort of reproduction, if you like, of the original, albeit in classic or mini format. They're really offending 20 games. Oh, my voice is croaking like how. It is sealed. So if those that might know the Nintendo ones didn't actually have a proper seal on it. That's the code that they're using for this. And here's the contents. One controller, two controllers, sorry, USB for power, HDMI, and printed manuals. Right, that's it then. Let's leave it on the shelf like that. No, I'm joking. Let's splice her. Okay. Now the cardboard. I know Pete, old school, been in the shop and he mentioned about the cardboard being a bit thin. It is there. The sort of. I'll show you. That's a little bit thicker. It's not as thin as it is there. I know Nintendo did that in a few of the collector boxes. They made him out of it, like Xenosaga, Xenoblade Chronicles. Made it really thin. But yeah, without the internal, it just feels a bit thin. But it's got like a hard cardboard insert, so that would give it structure essentially. For those are wondering. And the packaging's quite nice. It's not cheap and tacky. Let's slide that out. Oh, there you go. Look, nice PlayStation logo. So I'm guessing what they're probably doing is just swapping these in and out for the outer box. Different languages, and just mass produce them and just put the sleeve over the top for different regions. Let's crack this open. Again, another nod back to the original one, which is like fucking 4 times the size of that. It's the manual. I don't think we need to go and look at the manual, do we, guys? Let's be honest. Well, 99% of my audience are blokes, and no blokes read manuals, so fuck that one off. And then the box within the box within the box. I've got 3 boxes. Wow, that is tiny. Holy shit. That is tiny. That is super tiny. Let's have a quick look what's in the rest of the box. He says, does that lift up? Oh, okay. So 2 ends. So the packaging is quite funky. Middle lifts out. Full size controllers, thank God. We'll just get one out, we don't need both. What I'll do, I'll get some OG ones, I'll compare them. They feel lighter. They feel lighter. Looks like a standard USB connector. It's a USB Type C, I think. Can't remember now. But yeah, typical Sony quality. There's a code for that, and it's just the usual shit you get. Put that to one side. So there's no weight to this. I don't know. I'm guessing the weight's in the controllers from the box or the bloody cardboard, because there's no weight in anything else. But this is super tiny. And it's because I think compared to the SNES and the NES, this is quite thin. I mean, that is like literally like palm of your hand. It's almost like DS maybe sort of size. Functioning button there, functioning reset, functioning power, yeah. And you've just got the two ones at the front. HDMI, USB for power. Does that do anything? No, it's just for show. The little expansion port. But it's pretty funky. It's got the same mouldings. What have we got there? So it's the same code as the controllers, and controllers 1,000 and 1R. But that is super tiny. What we'll do, guys, I'll do a jump cut soon. I'll get an OG PlayStation and one of the OG analog controls, and we'll compare them. Okay, guys, as you can see, sizable difference, especially of in terms of the unit itself. Controllers are actually different, a lot more different than I expected. This has got a different plastic feel, because obviously it's different plastic anyway from the time. But even the sheen has a different sheen to it. This is a little duller. This is shiny. The greys are slightly different as well. I'm not sure if the light's going to pick that up. Yeah, the actual thumb pad's different. That's got like a not bevel. I don't know, I can't remember, mottled control. Whereas that's a smooth. This is obviously the OG heavy one. I think a lot of this is the weight in the lead as well, to be honest. But yeah, different colourings. I think that's the main thing. Definitely different feel and weight. So yeah, I mean, other than that, they're pretty much size-wise. There's no difference at all. Like dimensions and stuff, exactly the same. But yeah, just slight variations in the plastic that's used. I mean, I don't know why they went with analog. God knows. Right, let's move it over to the consoles. So yeah, I mean, starks. Excuse me. Clear as night and day in terms of sizes. Quite. Even got the memory. Slight look at the front. So they've done a really good job in sort of miniaturising it, if that's the right word. Obviously this is a latter model, so it hasn't got the brake at the back, but again, like I say, similar sort of feet markings as the classic one. You can see the square feet and stuff. So they've done I mean, we've even put slots in. I don't even have to. No, didn't even need them. It's fucking overheat, is it? Let's be honest. There's no moving parts in it. But yeah, size-wise, I'd say it's just super cute. The mini consoles and the variations get a bit of a beating, and people will say, "Well, why don't you just get a Pi and stick it inside a case and stuff like that?" It's not the point. I'm not a Sony fanboy, but as a bit on the shelf, that looks quite nice. And do you know what? If they do manage to hack this, which obviously I was sort of involved. Wasn't involved. That's the wrong word. I got involved in the NES Mini and the SNES in terms of hacking. I didn't do it. It was the Russians. The Russians did it, honestly. I'm not clever enough to do stuff like that. But I do understand the methodology that's involved in it. So in terms of what my very fucking basic knowledge of this is an open source emulator. They've just fucking took it off the shelf, basically. Obviously clever people out there, once they can get into this, again, I don't know the actual architecture that's built this is built on, but if and when they manage to do it, I mean, given that it's USB at the front as well, and again it's powered via USB, there could be a route in that way. I know, going slightly off topic, the Neo Geo Mini, they're having some problems with that because it's a Linux build and it requires a username and password. If they had that username and password, they could hack the Neo Geo Mini within fucking matter of days. Just trying to source that username and password, and I think once they get past that, then they'd be fine. I think what I've read from that is someone's going to have to reverse engineer, like literally rip or dump the whole of the contents of the Neo Geo Mini memory down, and obviously try and reverse engineer. Unless, like I say, they SNK gives you a username and password. I don't know. Sony are notoriously difficult, especially in terms of things being pirated and stuff. It took a long time for the PlayStation 2 to be cracked with mod chips, and they kept evolving the PlayStation to try and circumvent all the mod chips and stuff. So I wouldn't see if you told me at the start with Nintendo, I would have said the same with Nintendo. But apparently they knew it was going to get hacked. They even put a note in there, sort of say, "Please enjoy our product, don't ruin it," or something words to that effect. So that you don't know, but the games that are on it, they ain't. Yeah, there's nothing really amazing. I don't think there's anything on there that I haven't got. I've got Wild Arms, maybe Puzzle Fighter Turbo 2 I haven't got. Most of them I've got. I think I've got all of them. So yeah, it wasn't bought for that. And again, as collectors, I'm a collector first of all, and a gamer. This really isn't targeted at collectors. This is targeted as you go and buy it for your dad or your uncle or your brother or whatever. You see it in Tesco's or whatever, and you get it for Christmas. No doubt these will be flooded in come the summer in like crack converters and stuff, because they also won't get used. But if they manage to hack this, it's a wonderful looking little bit of kit. Officially licensed and stuff. I think it will do well. It's obviously completely bombed now. I mean, I know more people that have cancelled than have ordered, so that says enough. What I'll do if I'm feeling up to it, because I'm struggling now, we'll hook this up and we'll just see what we've got in terms of the GUI and just how things perform. Okay, very briefly, just to show you, I'm just going to take off the tripod a sec. So it's quite cool. So when it's just plugged in, you have to excuse all the dust. You just get a little amber light, which I think is quite cool. The controllers have still got the sort of wedged end, which is quite funky, and lead-wise, a couple of metres on the lead, which is quite nice. Let's pop it back on the tripod. Powering it on. LED goes green, obviously. Splash screen. Console button guide. You can all read, I'm sure you're all capable of reading. Sound okay, yeah. So that's a nod, the sort of colour splash behind the play button. That was a graphic that was used in one of the early models, wasn't it? I remember that. So ballerina Toshinden, cool borders. And again, it's pretty much similar to the NES Classic. Tied around many players, you can have obviously 2 players there. 1 player there, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy. 1 player, Grand Theft Auto. 1 player, you get the gist. And I know a lot of people have bashed this, saying it's dead simplistic, it's dead basic. They haven't put a lot of time, effort into any of it. It's very slapdash. So they're all the games we've just cycled through. I'm guessing if we drop down, we've got settings, screensaver language, let's have a quick look at that. Health and safety, screensaver, you probably want the screensaver on, don't you? Language, power save settings on, restore defaults, initialize console. I'm guessing that's remove save states, and then legal garbo, which says do not hack this machine. Yeah, fuck off, I'm going to do it anyway. Guides, memory, so I'm guessing you can erase memory space, and resume points. Right, so you've got some save states, that's it. As again, what's been mentioned, there's no filters, there's no scan lines, etc, etc. So a bit of a bummer, eh? Let's do something a bit interesting. Let's try Rayman. Rayman looks a nice looking game, that's what it performs like. Again, homage back to the loading screen. Just double check, make sure he's still in shot. Yeah, hello. I think we're alright. Yeah, I mean, people will ask in terms of what space or what hard drive, or it hasn't got a hard drive, it's got a lot of physical solid state memory. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do what we did with the NES Classic, and be able to stick everything on it. It ain't going to happen because the ISOs, your average CD's 500 meg. Not to say that the games all took 500 meg, but I don't think there's going to be oodles of spare space. The best we could probably hope for is to be able to swap some games out. That looks alright. So they've edited it a little bit. Look, press start X button. I can't remember if that was before, or was it just start before? I can't remember. I think it looks pretty much the same. Come on. Okay. Let's see me playing this badly. Let's give her a bit of that. Do you know what? My TV ain't the best either. My TV's about 15 years old. That's not bad. That's not bad. That looks, even on my old cranky old TV. That's a pretty good picture. I mean, obviously Rain Man's going to look a lot better anyway. As you watch it, to be honest. Because, stupid to look at the camera. Because well, I was really looking just to sort of see if there's any pixelation, etc. in it, which there isn't. So that's a good. Oh, getting old, my knees are creaking. Oh, I'm pretty impressed with that, to be honest. Yeah. Right, how do we get back? I'm guessing you have to hit reset then. How to just do a save state? Oh, maybe the save. I don't know. Maybe we should have read the instructions. Don't know then. Okay, so there you go. So hitting reset drops you to the save state. You can resume, so there we go. We found it by hook or by crook. Let's have a look at. The technical's quite good. Yeah, Battle of Toshinden, because this was I think this was a launch title. And we'll call it there because no one wants to see me play games badly. I don't play games. You all know that. So if they can get this cracked open, I think it'd be a nice little addition. I have vague memories of playing this. I think I definitely remember playing it. It was on demo 1, wasn't it, as well, I think. Yeah, they don't Yeah, don't look good, does it? It doesn't look terrible, but it don't look good. That's gonna work. See you later, love. That's enough. That's enough. So, initial impressions, I like the build. The build quality is quite nice. The controllers feel nice. As probably everyone will say. The games are lackluster. There's a few nice ones on there. There's nothing I haven't got, or nothing I wouldn't want anyway. The menu is very basic. It is lacking features. The saving grace might be it's an open source emulator. If the guys can get inside that, crack it open. So I'm not expecting there to be a ton of space on this. You've probably got, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 save slots per game, which is next to nothing in terms of memory. But each one of these, you know, I mean, Final Fantasy was how many discs? 3 discs, wasn't it? So what's that? That's at least 750 meg there. So if you took that one off, you could probably put another 2 or 3 games on in its place. I think that's the way you're going to have to go. I don't think there's going to be oodles or spare space on this. But I'd say time will tell. Time will tell. I think it's going to be a case of just swapping ones in and out, which I think some people will be happy with. You know, your 20 best games, which a lot of people made videos on. But yeah, I think we've been spoilt with Nintendo. I think a lot of people will say that. I'll be surprised if anyone is singing its praises too much. I say in terms of the GUI and the build, in terms of, you know, the OS build, not great. Not a lot of care and attention. It looks dead bland. There's no background. There's no music. There's nothing going on. But the unit itself, the hardware, the piece of hardware, it's a lovely little machine. It really is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.